Battlefield 1 enjoyers. This is a Battlefield 1 tier list on the assault class weapons, only the primaries, not the secondaries. There's one primary weapon I do not have, which is the sawed-off double barrel because it's a little 10 tanker. I do not have that. Anyways, it is identical to the double barrel. I'll talk about it more when it comes to that part. Anyways, hope you like this video. At any point you disagree with any of the ratings, feel free to drop a comment down. I'll discuss it because I'm a complete noob at this game. You guys want to come in and argue? I do not care. And drop a follow and like and subscribe if you would so kind to. The first weapon on the tier list, and one of the best weapons. It's a very good weapon, the MP18. It's a very good all-around gun with a 23 capacity, a quick reload rate, decent damage, 28 damage at close range with a decent fire rate of 550. It's a fun gun to use. It looks nice. The recoil's not too bad. It's one of the better ones at range. The downside is it's not as good as other ones when it comes to close range because it can be easily dominated by the MP Auto, the freaking Annihilator, and other weapons. So it struggles in that aspect, but it's good at range and overall a good weapon. I like using it. A solid A tier. The Automatico M1918 is one of the fastest firing assault class weapons with a fire rate of 900. The downside is it only has 25 rounds and it has a damage of 23, which can't 4-shot. So it's a 5-shot kill. And that can kind of struggle against some of the other SMGs that will be mentioned later on the list. This thing also sucks at range, but other than that, it's a quite good gun. It gets a respectable B tier. The Hellriegel, one of the best SMGs in the assault class. With a fire rate of 650 and a 60 capacity, you are just laying down lead. You can just keep on shooting. You will eventually overheat if you shoot, I think, over 40 shots. But other than that, it's a quite good weapon with decent damage, a good fire rate. Recoil is a bit high, where you would think for such a big and bulky weapon, the recoil is pretty high. But it's comparable to the MP18. This is basically just a better MP18. Other than that, it's a solid S tier. I'm adding this in post, or I don't know what the proper terminology is. Just another little sprinkle about the Hellriegel. There's also the defensive variant, which is 120 rounds for a freaking SMG is insane. It's pretty good. I don't have it because I don't have 300 kills on the Hellriegel. I don't play much assault class. But it is a good gun. It also has a bipod. It is naturally higher recoil when you're not using the bipod compared to the factory variant. But it's a good defensive gun. And it by far is one of the best SMGs in the entire game. The Annihilator. One of my more favorite weapons. I'm saying this so weird. One of my more favorite weapons, the Annihilator. A weapon that's quite good. The downside is 20 capacity, but it's a decent fire rate. It can 4-shot because it's just 30 damage, which is a lot for an SMG. You know, it's basically a Tommy gun, and I like Tommy guns. It's a good weapon. What can I not say about it? The only downside is the 20 rounds. It really hinders it. So I gotta give it a B tier. But in a perfect world, you would be an S tier. The Ribeyrolles. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that one right. I wouldn't even consider this an SMG. It's basically just an assault rifle, but it's quite good. 550 fire rate, 24 capacity. The downsides about it is the low fire rate, the low capacity, and the damage. Damage is okay. It's 28. It's not really a downside. But it's by far the best ranged weapon in the game. All the variants have a bipod, so just camp on a windowsill and use the bipod. That's how you're gonna use this gun. I give it A tier. To the dread of many Battlefield 1 players, I'm talking about the SMG-08. Ooh, spooky, scary. It's quite good with a fast fire rate and insanely high capacity of 81, with good damage, 28 damage, It's one of the best weapons in the game, but it's unfair to play against. There are hundreds of people that will tell you the same thing. This gun, very powerful. It's really unfair because it's good in basically every stat. And it's not like a jack of all trades because it will beat out most SMGs when it comes to things. The only thing is its recoil is not that good, so it's not very good at range. But other than that, this thing, overpowered. Wah, wah. I forgot to say this thing is freaking broken. This goes into S tier. I hope it gets nerfed, but this is like a 10-year-old game. I doubt that's gonna happen.
Location.
And then my personal favorite weapon, the Frontier Stop Auto. You know, I know it's a basic opinion, but this thing is really good with a bafflingly fast reload of at max 2.1 seconds, and then at the quickest 1.2 seconds. That is freaking quick, man. And it's better than Maschinenpistole. It's the same ammo capacity, but this actually uses a magazine, so you reload way quicker. I also like the look of it. It's just a big Frontier Stop, and the Frontier Stop pistol just looks nice. And it's very good. The range is not very good, but it is one of the best reloads in the entire game. So, booyah! I need to be lobotomized. The worst weapon in Battlefield 1 Assault class is the Trench Carbine. Having a 359 fire rate. Why is it such an odd number? It's the best ranged weapon, and you can have a scope on it. But this thing, I don't even know why it's in the Assault class. It's basically just a pistol carbine, and it's okay, but I can just not use this. Maybe I'm just absolute buns at this game, but I suck at this. I suck with it. But that's besides the point. I don't really like it. It's just like, why use this per se? There's better ones out there, but I don't know. Not very good D tier. The RSC SMG, quite good gun on paper, you know, 38 damage, kind of a longer reload of 4 seconds, and, you know, a fire rate that's kind of mid, 449, but it was at least 9 capacity, which really puts this thing down. It's hard to kill more than one person with it. If you're fighting more than like 3 people, you can kill 3 people at max with the magazine. You can't kill anybody more. Which kind of that's a little bit of a downside. But other than that, it is a quite good weapon. I do like it. It's the first weapon to get a service star in for the assault class. Would recommend using. I wish you could actually use it on the tanker class because that would be quite goofy. Anyways, I give this an A tier. That Maschinenpistole, I'm totally pronouncing that wrong. It's the weird automatic pistol. 900 fire rate. That's pretty good. Until you get to the ammo capacity. 16 ammo capacity. That is freaking nothing. You will spend almost your entire time reloading. And this gun, it has a cool reload. I gotta give it that. But this thing, you are just reloading. The only thing you do in this game is just reload with this gun. But other than that, I do like it. It's a nice look. It's goofy. I'm a fan of goofy things. You know, I'm the #1 fan of the Goofy movie. I'm actually a lie. I've never seen that movie. I have no idea what it is. The Model 10A is a quite good shotgun with good range, good damage, and a 6-round capacity. Pretty good. Well, shell capacity, not round capacity. It can also be slugged, which is pretty good. The slugged variant's pretty good. Like, it is really good close range. You think, you know, the slugs, you're just one shot on them so much, and it's pretty generous with the hip fire, and it's decent at range. Is the Model A10? It's like kind of the best shotgun. It's just a good all-rounder. If you want to use a shotgun, I recommend the Model A10. So I'm giving it a solid S tier. The M97 Trench Gun, one of the coolest looking shotguns in the game, and has a unique feature. It can be slam fired. That means it's fully automatic. As long as you're holding down that trigger, rounds keep on coming out. Because slam firing works is as long as you have your trigger down, every time you cock the gun, it will automatically fire off a bullet. Quite good. The range isn't very good, especially when you're slam firing. It's pretty bad. Damage is middle of the, like, it's like average for shotguns, less than the Model A10, but better than the auto shotgun. I think this thing is just better than the auto shotgun in most situations. I just find it's much easier to do, like, you got way better damage numbers. Yes, you don't have automatic, you don't have the fastest fire rate when it compared to the Crazy Auto, but still pretty good. A solid A tier. My personal favorite shotgun in Battlefield 1, the double barrel shotgun. Also, there'll be a little guy up in the corner for you guys. Anyways, the double barrel shotgun is very fun. It has really good damage, a not bad fire rate, but it only has 2 rounds, and that's its biggest downside. Obviously, it's a double barrel, but other than that, it is so fun to use. The slugged variant isn't as good. I prefer the buckshot because, I don't know, the buckshot's just easier to get kills with compared to the slugged version. I tried out the slug a couple times. I'm not very good with it. But the buckshot, it's so fun. You're just going around, you just tend to one-shot people, or you don't kill them at all. And so it's really big risk and reward type gun. You got to go all in or you go no in, because you'll die because you're reloading. And it's also good to bring a pistol secondary, not really a revolver. It's still a revolver's good secondary, but I prefer a pistol secondary while using the double barrel because I like having the extra bullets when you're using the double barrel, because obviously you only have 2 barrels, so 2 bullets. The 12G Auto, in my opinion, the worst shotgun. It has the lowest damage. It cannot one-shot unless you hit a headshot. It cannot one-shot. A shotgun cannot one-shot. Yes, it does have good fire rate, and it can have the highest capacity, 7 rounds, but it doesn't make up for it, because every time I use this gun, I have to mag dump to kill somebody, and maybe I'm just complete buns at this game, like crustacean level absolute dog water, but I don't think so. I think the gun is bad. Yeah, maybe I'm just like roll like skill issue, but I give this a C tier. The Sjögren Inertial thing, I don't not know how to pronounce it. It's a weird Swedish gun. Anyways, it's very similar to the Trench Gun. Both has 5 rounds. Both have very similar damage models. It fires a little faster, but it has a little less damage. Honestly, I prefer the Trench Gun to it. It does have a nice look, I gotta give it that. It's a weird, wacky gun, and I'm a big fan of weird and wacky things. But honestly, I don't really have the best time using it. I much for the Trench Gun. I mean, Trench Gun, World War I. Sjögren Automatic. Bruh, I don't even know where that's from. But it's a good gun. Give it a solid B tier. Though, I hope you liked the video. If you disagreed with any of the takes that I did, please feel to argue with me in the comments. Or not argue, have a pleasant discussion. If you liked the video, please drop a like and a subscribe. For more videos, maybe about Battlefield 1, maybe about Battlefield 5. I played Battlefield 6 pretty good, but I don't know if I'll make a video about that. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day.